Do you wish to enter this system? Insert the magic disc. Follow these instructions. Wait.
Welcome.
Hello, Chip Dippers. It is Perifractic here, coming to you live. We're going to do some live streaming gameplay of Elite. I can see all you guys in the chat already. If you are watching this after the live stream, do click on the live chat button below so you can follow along what we're talking about, so you have some good context. Now, I just wanted to say, normally, obviously, I do videos most Saturdays, and they're like full edited episodes. But we've all got a little more time on our hands at the moment. So thanks to my patrons and to PCB Way, I should say. Hey, that rhymes. I'm going to be filling a bit more time through the week, as is Ladyfractic. And I think some of you saw her recent Ladyfractic Plays Impossible Mission video. So we're going to be coming to you a bit more frequently. So I can see all of you guys in the chat. Hello to all of you. And we're also joined by Elite Dangerous Club. I think we're joined by Laird from that, and he's going to be giving us some tips. Now, when I played the live edited version, the edited video, obviously I got a ton of comments from people saying, things that I could have done differently. So I'm looking to you guys in the chat right now to give me all that information as we play. So let's take a look at our screen. I am running Jiffy DOS, which is just going to help me load things up a little faster. So let's see if we can load up and get into Elite. Now, as you can tell, I am using the trainer version, but I think this time I'm going to turn the cheats off, so we're not going to have any perhaps unfair assistance, okay? Also, let me know in the chat how the audio balance is, if you can hear me okay, and all that good stuff. Okay, let's try starting this up. Also, let me know in the chat where you're from, where in the world you are, and how things are going for you. I hope you guys are well. Okay, so I'm in the trainer here. Sounded good, thank you guys. And I'm going to just hit no to all of these nice perks. And we're going to try playing this for real. Now, we've got a few things under our belt, like a docking computer and such like. Okay, here we are at the beautiful start screen of Elite. That is our Cobra Mark III spacecraft. And I guess we have to load up our previous saved game. Also, hi guys, hi Finland, Georgia, Oldham, Scotland, Berlin, New Zealand, Seattle, Scotland again, Wrexham, Devon, Sweden, no more Scotland, Stoke, Canada, California, Mountain View, Poland. Hey, neighbours. Alright, everyone here from all around the world joining us. This is flippin' awesome. Okay, so we're going to load new commander. I, of course, am the commander, Commander Sykes. And you guys are my loyal wingmen, and you're all joining me in the single the single seat over there, so I hope you all fit. It's kind of like clowns in a mini. Alright. So the file name was Sykes24. And that's where I left the last saved game. Okay, we are back. So let's take a little looky here. So if you remember, we were on, how do you say it? Arnalicu. And we have 58 credits. We are a fugitive. Now, unfortunately, I didn't realize that had happened, but I think I must have destroyed something that I shouldn't have. And I've had some good tips in the chat here already that I shouldn't be firing at friendly ships, so that's something we're going to avoid in this game. And of course we've got fuel scoops somehow, and a docking computer and a front beam laser. So what we're going to do is head over to the market prices for Q. In fact, why don't we take a look at the system data? So they are poor agricultural. That means food is going to be a little cheaper here, if I understand rightly. And yes, to answer you in the chat, Ray, I'm planning to do Elite Frontier next. That's Elite 2 on the Amiga. So obviously stay tuned for that. But today we really want to finish this Elite mission. So Q is poor, and this world is mildly famous for its hoopy nightlife and its exotic nightlife. Hoopy and exotic. Living the dream indeed. Okay. So, market prices. So as predicted, food is a little cheap here. So what we want to be doing, according to you guys in the chat, is buying stuff from buying food from poor countries and selling it to more rich planets, and then buying stuff like computers from rich planets where it's cheap, selling it to poor. And I also got here, if I just flick to this is the average prices. So this little chart in the handy dandy Space Traders Flight Training Manual tells me whether a planet is offering above or below a good market price. So let's have a looky here. I think we could, thank you Alexander, I think we could just buy a ton of food, or many tons of food, and get on our way. White Spy says buy 20 tons of slaves. I am already a fugitive. The question is, do I want to shake my fugitive status and live a clean life? I kind of feel like that's the right way to do it. Tell me if you disagree in the chat. But let's go get some food. And what else is cheap here? And you didn't see all the many minutes of looking through the charts and the trading, but I had to cut out of the edited versions of just trying to work out what to buy. Jens, this is not a rerun, this is me live. You're talking to me. Okay, so let's go for this. We're going to buy all the food we can. So we head to the buy cargo screen and see how much we can buy. They've got 21 tons, and we have got a large cargo bay, and we bought all their food. Okay. So let's go to our chart. Oh, I nearly accidentally bought some textiles. Let's go to our short range chart, and we're going to take a look at where we could go next. Just looking at the chat. Let's see if we've got some tips here. So missiles against Thargoids would get ECM, but if you skim the Thargoid and gave the missile point blank, that's actually really good to know, because the Thargoids were the ones I couldn't destroy before. I don't think they sell toilet paper, White Spy. Okay, so we're now looking for a rich planet to sell this food to. So, data on system, Vieu. So they are poor, so that's no good. Back to the chart. How do we go back to chart? Would there be any reason that the Commodore would have frozen at this point? Help! So the C64 is frozen, which actually never happened during my live gameplay. So, quick reboot, I think, is in order. Luckily I'm loading from SD card, so it's not going to take too long, but that's weird. That gives me a chance to check in with you guys and see what tips we've got. Robert, there's no point telling me about Frontier tips now. I'm playing Elite, the original, the classic, the granddaddy of all the Elite games. If any of you guys play Elite Dangerous, that's the new one, right? This is the granddaddy, so you can see where it all started. I'm doing yes. Whoops. Okay. I was so used to doing cheat mode for the previous games. Daniel, I didn't take Puppyfractic. What is dogwood? Is that like dog food? She's stocked up in dog food, and anyone that's worried about the Puppyfractics, Puppyfractic the first, second, and third, they've all got a lot of food. Probably more than us, actually. So no to cheat mode. Okay, we're back in. Yeah, in the chat, the Solderflow says there's too many people. Please maintain social distancing. I can actually turn on a slow chat. Right now, how do I get back to the load screen? Here we press at, right? There we go. There it is. Okay, load new commander. Yeah, I can slow the chat down if you want to social distance a bit. Burst fire. Okay, so we just buy that food again. Of course, I hit the wrong key to buy food. It's been about a week. So buy food. Interesting. Okay, I bought all their food. So let's check our inventory. Not buy furs. Okay, we have 21 tons of food. Anyone need some food? And Johans, yeah, the Thargoids can strand you in witch space. So I didn't realize when I was playing before I was actually in witch space, which was, I think, why I couldn't destroy those Thargoids. But I should have hyperspaced out, so that's something I'm going to be looking to doing. Okay. Hey John, good to see you, mate. How are you? Got some patrons coming into the chat as well. So back to that short-range chart. Okay. And let's try Enola. Data on system. Poor, that's no good. So we're looking for a rich planet right now so that we can sell all our food for a profit. And I want to try and get... What do you think we should buy next? That's what I want you to let me know in the chat. We could get extra lasers. We could buy an ECM because I don't have cheat mode anymore. So let me know what you think. Military lasers, perhaps. Alright, so Elite Dangerous Club says military lasers would be good, so we're going to check if they are in the C64 version. Okay, we found a rich planet. Maxidso. They are infested by, or not infested, the population is small black fat insects. Give you a closer view of that. And they're mildly famous for the vast rainforests and the Maxidsian tree wolf. Okay, that's great to know. Let's go there. So first we're going to blast off. Oh yeah. Of course we've got our beam lasers. So let's hyperspace to Maxidso. Maxidso. Hyperspace range. Oh, so what's going on with that, guys? It says hyperspace range. Does that mean I don't have enough fuel? That could be a problem, couldn't it? Let's check the inventory. I've got 1 light year of fuel. Bugger. So, yep, thank you, Andrew. One thing I didn't buy was fuel. So let's see. How do we get back into the ship now? Interesting. So we might have to just redock. Space station should be just behind us. And just top up on the fuel. So I'm going to start the docking computers. Oh yeah. Elite Dangerous, you're right. I could have done a scoop of the sun with my fuel scoops. As I'm heading here, I'll try and get the fuel here, but I'll do that next time. Okay, guys, we're docked. Thank you for the really nice comments coming in the chat there. Really appreciate that. So equip ship, that's what we didn't do. Buy as much fuel as we can. I don't have enough cash. So I guess I just sell a little bit of food back, right? Okay, I've sold all my food back. We'll buy some fuel and then we'll buy a little less food. So there's our fuel that we needed. Then we're going to buy some cargo. Oh, got to escape this screen, of course. Buy cargo. So why don't they have any food for sale? I just gave them all the food back. That's weird, isn't it? I don't want to swear on the live video. Okay, so how do we get around that? Do we leave and dock again, and they'll have their food? Do we panic buy the food? What do we do? Seeing what else is cheap here. Slaves are actually expensive for the person that recommended that. Yeah, everything else is a bit pricey here. I do still have the fuel scoops, not food scoops. Okay, let's try it. We're gonna blast off and then dock immediately and see if the food reappears. Docking computer. Here we go again. Yeah, John, I think that's a good idea. We're gonna leave, we're gonna go back in, see if we've got our food back on the menu. This is retro recipes and they took my food away. This is not acceptable. Yeah, food is curbside pickup only at the moment, actually. Well, that didn't take long, so that's not bad. So, buy cargo. They got no food! Ah! Okay. We are going to have to... Do you know what? I'm just going to reload the game. Because we know exactly what to do now. So it'll take 2 seconds to get back to the right point. So I think that's the right thing to do, because then we can equip the ship first, buy the fuel, then buy the cargo. And there they've got all their food. So let's buy 21 tons of food. Nope. Let's try 19. There we go. We used up all but 80 cents or pence. So, problem solved. Keep accidentally buying things. And we were going to go to... So this is the problem I had with the game previously, is the joystick would stop working as well. It would just lock up, and I had to reload the game. I think the key is to press fire at the start screen first. There's so many little things to remember. It's kind of what I talked about in that video, you know, I love the old systems, but there's those little annoyances, just little things that don't work. Kind of how you're used to, how you expect them to work. Anyway, no big deal. So yeah, Max Eidso is where we're going to go. Joystick is working. Blasting off here and hyperspacing to Max Eidso. Guys, we are on our way. James, that's a great idea. Someone keep a trade log for me. Trust me, it's easy to forget. Alright, we are there. So let's find our planet. The beautiful Max Eidso coming into view. Oh, it's just how I remember it. So, we do have an enemy ship straight ahead. It's red on the radar. So, I think we just have to take him out, right? My lasers are overheating. Okay. Yes, we got him. Okay. We're playing without cheats. So I'm going to speed up as fast as we can and do the hit J to jump towards the planet. Okay. No more jumps allowed because there is a ship in range, but if they're friendly, I'm not going to kill them. Okay. Shoot the space station? Don't... Michael, that's not good advice. I'll definitely be a fugitive forever there. Yeah, Thomas, gold and gemstones, you recommend buying those, but actually they did seem to not have as good margins, so I don't know what other people think. If gold is below 40, buy. Platinum 70, gemstones 20. Okay. That's good advice. Alright. So this is the point, guys, where we just drift through space together. And probably going to get exploded in a second. Let me try and lock on a missile here. He's definitely a baddie, right? Use the force, guy. Very good. May the force be with you. Wasn't with him. Okay, we do have an enemy behind us. You can see the red dot on the radar there. But he's not firing on us, so I think we'll just get to our planet and leave him alone. Paul, your unintellectual mate, just said this game was just a load of lines. Oh, did he mention the enemy crafts that would be firing at you? So that's interesting. There's nobody red on the radar. My food was destroyed? Oh, come on. That's not fair. Okay, so I'm going to slow down a little bit. I'm really angry with these guys now. They destroyed my food. Now they're just they're just toying with me. So they're behind me. Yeah, there he is. If I had back-facing lasers, this would be great. Hey Gary, and to anyone else who's just joined as a YouTube channel member, thank you so much. Welcome to the membership. Just as the moment that I'm getting shot at. There he is. You little bugger. Why are you doing that? I'm not going to take this abuse from you. And my lasers are overheating. Let's try a missile. Oh, we got him, we got him. Good old-fashioned way. Okay. What is happening now? That's my shields going, right? So there's his cargo. You see that, guys? If we pick that up, if that was the cargo he stole from us, we could actually scoop it back up. Where is that cargo? Is that the cargo? No. Yes? No. Yeah. No? It's hard to see. It is sometimes like a load of lines. I'm a fugitive, that's why they're firing. Thank you for clarifying. Yeah, you're right. Stop firing, you guys. So was one of them police? Is that what we think? Andrew, you are too kind. Thank you. The food was 20 credits. 19 credits, but I think that converts correctly into dollars. So thank you so much. You guys are the best. If that's my cargo, I'm going after it, so let's just see. So guys, is there a good way to tell on the radar what's cargo and what's a ship? Or are they all just same coloured dots? Oh yeah, so you press a key when you target them, right? What was the key? It wasn't in I for inventory. But I think that's my cargo, so the plan is slow down and then we fly over it to scoop it up below us. I think that's how it's done, so let's try this. So I want this to just go just below the viewport. You say press I, but I is inventory. What we want is info on target. So let's just see if we can scoop this. Luxuries! Okay! Guys, that is my first... I'm going to actually hit pause. That's my first use of the fuel scoop. and we picked up luxuries. They might actually be worth more than the food that we lost. Andrew, let me know if you need a refund. Okay. Elite Dangerous, yeah, take out the ship still attacking me, but I was trying to get out of there actually because the shields were really low. But they seem to have stopped, so I am now gonna... It's just as I say that, that's how this game gets you. You say that stop, and then they start shooting again, don't they? And there was no way to save, because you can't save unless you're in a space station. Thank you so much, CyberGod, for making up the difference on the lost food. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm... That's the end of that particular attempt. I miss cheat mode. Give me a consensus in the chat. Shall I turn cheat mode back on? Yes or no? What do you think? It's always a dilemma because you want to kind of play it how people played it back in the day. And I was thinking about, you know, the kid in his bedroom, like I was when I was 14 playing this kind of game. But I never actually played this, but he wouldn't have had that cheat mode. Cheat mode is something that came out in, I think, 94? Something, many years after. A majority of you are saying no on cheat mode. Yeah, we got like 2 yeses and many no's. So, as for how long this stream is, we're going to just play it by ear, but probably around an hour. So let's load new commander. We'll get straight back to where we were. Going to hit fire this time. Going to buy our fuel. And then using the money that was just kindly donated, we're going to buy... going to escape that screen and buy that food again. Go back. There you go. 19 tons of food. So I am a fugitive in this save game, but this is the only save game that I have with the docking computer. That's just the way that it happened. So I'm going to just have to maybe choose a friendlier planet. Do you think that would work? They weren't called woobles, those things you're telling me not to buy. They were trumbles. And they will infest the ship. And John, YouTube membership is basically YouTube's version of Patreon. So it has the same tiers, early access videos, free music, free books, that kind of stuff. It's all the same, but it's just YouTube's clone of Patreon, just for people that don't want to sign up to Patreon, I guess. They're both equally good, and I do the early access on in the same minute to both of those supporter streams. So Ladyfractic's in the other room. She's actually doing some sewing. So far, so good. Sorry. Okay, so we're going to look at our chart. So we were heading for Max Eidso, but it did seem to be unfriendly. There's no reason it should have been. It's a confederacy. So I think we should just head back there. I will save this game now. I've got my fuel and my food. This is good old game 25. Okay. That is saved. Now we're going to hyperspace to Max Eidso. Let's try this again. I'll try not to die. Oh yeah, and Resburgu in the chat is demonstrating one of the unique things of YouTube membership, because it's integrated, is hyperspace. Yep, is that you get custom emojis, things like that. So he's able to type the retro recipes logo. Interesting point. Going to a lawful system might be a problem because I'm a fugitive. So many variables to think about. If I do get shot at, I might just try evasive maneuvers, just try and get us to here. I was able to jump, so let's try and just avoid these guys. I don't know if that's going to work. Johannes, yeah, I did look at the key chart and I couldn't see that target information key, but someone told me in the chat that it was an option, so maybe that was BBC only, which would actually make sense why I didn't see it. Okay, have we avoided them? Time will tell. I'm going to keep hitting J to try and jump, so we can do the mini hyperspace jumps through space. There it is. Okay, so all we have to do is wait for the docking station to come into range. Kai, yes, this is live. Super Sandwich? Super Sandwich. This is not a recording. Do you know how I can prove it? Watch this. No retro recipe would be complete without a dash of PCB way! They make all types of easy PCBs, starting from just $5. Because as we all know, PCB stands for... PCB stands for... Perifractic's Chat Buddies. So I wouldn't be able to do that if this wasn't live. Okay, I did pause the game, so let's just continue. Adam, those missiles I was using was with the cheat mode, so I wasn't actually using any credits up to destroy the asteroids. What do you guys think PCB stands for while we drift through space, waiting for our space station to come into view and so we can use our docking computer? Hey, Sinclair Research, great to see you in the chat. Thanks for your kind comments on the ZX Spectrum Next video. You can probably, maybe, just see it in the background there. Wait, let me just get out of the way of this thing. Pretty cool buddies, PCB. Please coronavirus be gone. Like that one. Let me just show you real quick here. There's the ZX Spectrum Next, of course I'm mirrored. This is so confusing. There it is. There. Okay, back to the game. Oh, no. Come on, I'm near enough to the space station. Don't destroy me now. Come on. Uh-oh, back shields are out. This game, I tell you. They are really good at getting behind me and then, as I try and turn, staying behind me. This guy's above me right now. I see you. I wish that the combat in this game had the smoothness of something like Starglider, because it is hard. It is a little harder. I know this version didn't run as fast as the much touted BBC version that you guys love. Stop shooting my behind! Sorry guys, tied up in a dogfight for a second here. Okay, come on. Just need a space station to get in range, I think, right? Hey Arnold, thank you so much for the donation. Is this the Amstrad channel? I do a lot of Amstrad PCW stuff, as you probably have seen, so I'd like to think so. Stop shooting my bottom! Come on. Alright, flipping around. Frustrating. There, okay, space station's in range. That might deter them from shooting at me, because they might be seen as a fugitive if they... because I'm within the international confines of the space station. The treaty. So where is it? There it is, okay. See that little dot? That's the space station. They've backed off. Whew. We made it. Can Ladyfractic say hello? Yes, 1 second. Hello, I'm Ladyfractic and I'm an American. Thank you, darling. Okay, there you go. She'll be back in a couple of days doing some more live Ladyfractic plays. We might resume Impossible Mission, or maybe a Super Nintendo game like Super Mario World or something. One of the classics. So yeah, she'll be back very soon. While we drift through space towards our space station, I'm also working on a new extreme refurb. I am speeding towards it, full speed. I'm doing a new extreme refurb video, which is going to be out on Saturday, and early access probably Thursday for the patrons and the YouTube channel members. So something to look forward to, a full regular video coming up. Yeah, it's good to just kind of fill the week a little bit with, we'll maybe do three of these live gameplay videos through the weeks and see how things go. Puppyfractic is very cute, you're right. She is a good girl. She is such a good girl. I'm beginning to think that wasn't Ladyfractic talking. What are you talking about? This isn't an emulator, this is a real Commodore 64. It is just down here. I showed it in the first 3 parts of the edited versions of these videos. You can probably tell actually the image quality isn't great because it's coming from the real Commodore. It's even got that line on the side there from the S video. I can't jump towards the station. You can only jump when you're not in range of a planet, so that's not going to work. Resburgu has some toilet paper to to give to us. Okay, so I have the docking computer, so I'm going to turn it on. I guess now. You know, I didn't remember how difficult Impossible Mission was. Of course, it's called Impossible Mission, but I played the heck out of that game in 1986. So, yeah, maybe that was a bit of a baptism by fire for Ladyfractic, but she did really well. Like, she got a ton of puzzle pieces, some robot codes and things. So, yeah. Thank you, E-Boy. Thank you for the kind words. And well done to you who got the ZX Spectrum next, inspired by my video. That's great. I'm glad that I can help their project and help you out. Nick, this is music to all of our ears. Okay. So let's see if our plan worked. All right. Let's give you a little close-up of their market prices. And yes, their food is more than we paid for it. So we have 19 tons of food and 1 ton of machinery. Let's check their machinery as well. Check their machinery. They pay 60 and we bought ours for 50, below 56. So actually their machinery is not that good. Let's see our status. Yeah, I'm an above average offender. Yeah, so not a huge profit, but let's just go sell the food. And we'll keep our machinery. Yeah, we didn't really earn much for that, did we? So we're on a rich planet, and the advice in the chat was to buy stuff like computers from rich planets. So they are charging 90, but the average price is 84. So I don't think. What do you think? Should I buy computers here, or save that for something else? You guys decide. You guys let me know in the chat. I'm going to take a real quick break. I'll be right back. Welcome back from that commercial break. Yeah, so the advice is kind of, I can't buy. What else? Let's see what else you guys are saying here. Yeah, it's tricky, isn't it? Robert, you're cheating by using the logo that way. So we need a tech planet that made PCBs for cheap. Nah. Now one thing is, as I said, the luxuries are cheap. So, sorry, the machinery is a little cheaper here than... Oh no, sorry. Yeah. So what do you think? We just head for another planet, yeah, and try and buy something that's... Oh yeah, there's no computers for sale, of course, that's why. Yeah, not worth buying here. I think you're right, Johans. So, yep, let's head to another planet. So let's take a look around our neighborhood. Of course, first, we must save the game. Thank you. Please remind me to save the game. Good old game 26 there. Back to our short-range chart. Data on system. Oh, of course we need fuel, right? To be able to hop a little further. So let's get our fuel. Very good. Thank you for the reminders for the fuel, by the way. I won't bother buying food here because it's so near the average price. You guys are so good in the chat, jumping on with the reminders. Let's go to Rezar, or have a look at least. Poor agricultural. Could go there and buy food, or we could try and find some cheap computers. What do you think? SOCELAGE. SOCELAGE, is it? Fierce yellow furry rodents there, and it's reasonably noted for its exotic goat meat. Sure it's not Earth? Okay, yeah, so we're going to head for this other planet right now. Exit the docking computer, hyperspace to SOCELAGE. Coming up now. Fly to the sun and fuel up for free. You know, I keep forgetting that. The fuel is cheap. Is it worth it? Is it worth the tiny saving? Well, let's jump while we can. Oh yeah, jumped all the way. Look at that. So democracies, correct me if I'm wrong, have a little more peace around them. There's a little less people coming to get you. I am still an offender, but yeah, even with that, nobody shot at me. There was no ships around. So let's see if we can get computers here. Paul, thank you so much for the donation. Really means a lot. Thank you. Have some apple juice to celebrate. Apple juice. Yeah, so Rob, you're right. Just trading between two planets is good to build up credits, but I haven't found a good two since I learned that on this particular session. So we're gonna have to find a good couple of planets. Maybe this is one. So space station's in range. Let's go head for that, and then we'll turn on our docking computer. There it is. There it is. It always kind of flicks in and out of view and just appears and disappears. Scottish Serenity says he played it on the ZX Spectrum. Was that the Spectrum Next? And if so, were you able to speed up the processor speeds to make these bits a little faster? Not that you'd necessarily want to. This is so nice. Robert, thank you so much for the kind donation. I guess you guys are hitting the super chat and the super stickers options in the chat here. Thank you so much. It really helps. I do say it a lot, but it helps keep this channel going. In fact, I just ordered a new laptop because we had a few streaming issues with Ladyfractic's game because the bit rate and the quality, obviously, when you're playing on more colourful games than Elite, it did start to lag a little bit. So these donations really help me just kind of keep up the the running costs of the channel. Now at this point I do have to apply some moisture to the suckers on the QuickShot 2 Turbo. It's funny the things that you remember from childhood, right? How many of us have caught germs and boosted our immune systems, perhaps, by licking those suckers. You have to be careful how I say that, but yeah. Oh, Commando, that's a great idea for some gameplay. That is among my probably top 3 games. Definitely the music is in my top 2. So docking computer's going on. And we'll use this music to give huge thanks to the 3 of you who just donated in the live chat. Arnold, Respagu again, and Jim. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the music. Ready? So slow. Love it. Number 1 game for music is a good question, but I think it's Starglider, but really just for that little opening sequence. I think it was by, not Chris Lowe, was it Rob Lowe? Someone. But the game came with a cassette tape of the full version of that song. I don't know if you remember it. Starglider, and then it ended with by Rainbird. Little promotion there. But yeah, that's probably Commando and Starglider 2. Actually, I think it was Starglider 1 and Commando. Yeah, Starglider 1. Okay. So let's see. Save. Thank you, Robert. So we are here. Good old game 27. That was one of the best games that we played. Market prices. Oh, fuel. Thank you. I'm sure you're about to remind me. Should I do fuel? Should I do the fuel scoops? Let's try the fuel scoops. I think I backed out of that. No, I couldn't cancel the buying of the fuel, but we'll try the fuel scoops anyway because we'll have used up our fuel on the hyperspace jump. Save and fuel, thank you. So back out of that. Market prices. So yeah, food is not that cheap. It's like 1 credit below average. What do you guys think? Take a look at this. I know you guys don't have the average prices in front of you, but those of you that are experts on this game will know. Even computers are expensive, but that's to be expected. I'm glad you like the music, Zul, thank you. So yeah, what do we buy? Because in the comments everyone said, you know, go between 2 planets. But actually a lot of the planets are not that cheap. So Tom says furs or liquor. You know what? I'm just going to trust you guys. I'm just going to do that. So they have 26 tons of liquor and 31 tons of furs. The furs are average price of 56, and they are charging 61. So they're charging above average. But I said I trust you. Let's try it. Well, let's just buy some liquor. Apple juice. Try 20 tons. I do have a large cargo bay. Of course, we're low on cash because we're holding our other stuff. Oh! Yeah, I mean, I don't even have any cash to buy that. invest that machinery. So should I sell the machinery? That's the question now, to free up the bank so that we can actually invest properly. It's been weighing us down quite a while, so I think we should. Okay, so we have 120 credits, and we're just going to buy some liquor. So let's try 3. Yeah, okay. And you guys said furs. Don't have enough left, so we'll just buy a little more liquor. Apple juice. One more ton. Okay, we're stocked up. And in an abundance of caution, I'm going to save. Sykes. Good old game 28. Okay, saved. Let's head into space. Okay. And let's look at our short range chart. Guys, where do you want to come with me next? We're on a rich planet, so we want something poor. So not that. Let's look at Aura Q. Average. We can do poorer than average. Poor industrial. So let's head to Gererge, reasonably famous for the Gerergian spotted wolf. Yeah, all right. Heading to Gererge. Garage. Garage. It's garage. I got in trouble last time I got that wrong. Okay. There it is. Oh yeah, hyperspace jumping all the way. We do have an enemy on the screen. So question for Elite Dangerous Club. Can you hyperspace jump towards the suns as well? Ooh. Okay, dude. That's not acceptable behavior. Why would you do that to me? Is that you? No? So I don't want to destroy the friendlies. Okay, he seems to have ceased firing. See if I can find him anyway. There he is, okay. I'm not going to take that. Target missile. No, he's running away. We scared him off. I'm not a fugitive anymore? I'm an offender. Is that the same? Don't want to be either. Okay. Back towards the planet. Nope. You're not going to leave me alone, huh? Hi Daniel, you are a bit late. I was thinking about wrapping it up in some amount of minutes. Actually guys, let me know. Do you want me to keep going? Should we hang out for a bit longer? Or should we wrap it up because we're around the hour mark? It's hard to know because people obviously drop in and out. So it's hard to know if you want to keep going or not, but let me know. My back shields are done for, guys. Trying evasive maneuvers here. Keep going, all-nighter. I mean, yeah, I could see that happening. Game over, man, game over! 24-hour stream. I may not manage that. So that planet wasn't as friendly, but luckily we saved, right? Good old game 28? Yeah. Let's check what we have. We have our liquor and wine. So I think I'm going to actually try some sun skimming. So let's head to a different poor planet, one we haven't been to before. Yeah, let's try that one. And try some sun skimming. See if we can pick up fuel after our hyperspace jump from the sun. Guy, thank you, the fuel was in the save game. So we have the fuel. Robert, I'm glad you could join us from work. So, let's find the sun. Where are you, my son? Cockney pilot. Sun doesn't appear on the radar, whereas the planet does, so I guess we just have to hover around a bit. There he is. Good evening to West Yorkshire. Okay. See, that's not helping me. It's really, I have to say, really sneaky that they always come up behind you. I try and get them in front of me. Okay, I'm going to speed up. Cheers, Mark. See you soon. Okay. So the question I have is, how close to the sun do we have to go? You can see our fuel is very low. It is the third row down on the left. Yeah, I find it really hard to get the guy to be in front of me on the radar. So right now he's below and to my left. If I swing around, he's still behind me, right? So it's a little counterintuitive. I feel like they like being behind you. That's kind of why they are. Okay, he's just in front of me now. Oh yeah, okay. Right, you. Had enough of this. He looked like he was in my ship. Am I shooting myself? I only usually do that with videos. Okay, let's get him in front of us again. Coming in for another pass. I do have missiles, of course, as well. Yeah, he's in the Cobra Mark III, huh? I feel bad. Come on. My Quickshot 2 suckers just came off the table. That's how desperately I'm trying to get him. Okay. Thank you. And I've got a cargo there. So let's slow down. Do you see his cargo come out behind him? Don't shoot me, guy. I'm trying to get some cargo here. Oh, dudes, seriously. Just when I was having fun. Okay, I'm gonna speed up. Get out of here. There's too many of them. Now I need an energy bomb. Where is cheat mode? Not looking good, is it? Oh, this game. Live streaming a C64 on the internet is it's kind of amazing what you can do these days. I'm actually using the Plipbox HDMI converter to do this on this occasion. Yeah, seems to be working pretty well. Just turning the brightness up a little bit on the camera. Well, I'm going to give that one more shot. I feel like we can get some sun skimming done in this session. That's a little ambition. So back to Sykes 28. And question is, are the enemies the same each time? I don't really have the answer to that. Alright, hyperspacing to Enola. Yes, Stephen, so how close to the sun do we have to get? Let's go find it anyway. Just keep rolling through space. Rolling too much on the same axis. Can I do an American accent for the whole broadcast? Funny story, actually. I was actually born in New England, New London, Connecticut. So I'm not actually British. I put on the British accent just for the channel, you know, just I feel like it's going to get more views that way, more subscribers. But yeah, you didn't think I was really British, did you? Crazy. True story, bro. True story. I'm just kidding. I was born in Richmond, Surrey, southwest London. But you do kind of pick up the accent, I guess, when you're over here. But I love confusing the heck out of Americans who've known me for like a year by saying, oh no, I was born in New England, New London. They don't get the pun. London, England. Okay, so we are closer than we've ever been to the sun. What do we do now? That is not a true story. You're right. The sun is opposite the planet. I mean, that makes sense, doesn't it? But it depends where you are, doesn't it? Anyway. Yes, so do Scottish. That's bra, mate. That's about as good as I can get on Scottish. See you, Jimmy. So as for how close to get, it says fuel scooping when you're close enough. Thank you, Elite Dangerous Club. That answers the question. So we just get close enough, but not too close. Did anyone believe my accent? So, close enough that the ship starts heating up. Now, I'm ashamed to say I've forgotten which meter is cabin temperature. Oh, CT, of course. So, very cool right now. We're pretty cool right now. So, we're in good shape. Get much closer. Okay, well, I'm going full speed. It's bright, isn't it, the sun? Can I do Belgian? No. Sadly not. There's no sun. There's no sun when it's night. It's not night. Oh, is it night where you are? Well, that makes sense. You don't need to watch me drinking. Probably hear it though. Can I do South London? Alright, mate. Yeah. Kind of goes a bit cockney, I guess, when I do South London. I didn't think I'd be doing accent requests in a elite live streaming video. So is my fuel going up? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but the fuel wasn't that high before. Or was that the other planet? How did I meet Ladyfractic? Good question. We actually met, we were both doing the same performing job, same acting gig, and we met there. And we were both in very strange costumes. She was in a wig, I was in a hat. Russian, privyet. That's about as good as I do. I have survival language in several languages. When I was in Star Wars, was there a discussion of accent? Yeah, that's a good question. Privyet, there's the Russian again. Very funny. Who's that? Better not shoot me near the sun. So yeah, I was very lucky to have a few small parts. Did I crash into something? I was talking too much. Very, very few small parts in some Star Wars projects. You can see more info at perifractic.com. But accent came up a couple of times. We were wearing things other than a wig and hat. So I was Anakin Skywalker's stand-in, Hayden Christensen's stand-in on Revenge of the Sith, for example. And George Lucas directed me. I'm actually the last recorded voice on tape, on film, on a George Lucas Star Wars movie. So we were doing pickup shots on that day, the last ever day of filming. It was my birthday, Elstree Studios, London. And I'm reading the Emperor's lines to Hayden. So it's just the camera's on Hayden. It's a reaction shot for some new dialogue. So I did do the the Emperor voice for Hayden on set. Watch the cabin temperature. Thank you guys. So fuel hasn't gone up as much. I'm going to keep an eye on that. Thank you for the kind donation, Bass. That is really sweet of you. And you got a super sticker too. So George said, okay, so the Emperor's talking about killing all the Jedi, and that includes Anakin's wife, Padme. So you want to be Phil Scoops on. Okay, you want to be more serious, more evil. So that was the direction that he gave me. Look at that, we're scooping fuel, guys. Let's just watch this for a sec. To hell with Star Wars. This is real space. I love that. So we just balance the cabin temperature, make sure the CT slider doesn't go all the way up, but also get our fuel nice and high. Yay! Okay, let's get away from the sun and back to the planet. That was awesome! Jumping. Okay, I can't jump any further because there's a ship in range, but I can continue my story. I'm thinking of doing a video about some of my film work, because a lot of you guys ask. Yes. Pull up, pull up. So the line was, let's think now. I think it was, if the Senate learn what has transpired here, they will kill us, along with all the senators. Oh, if the Jedi learn, along with all the senators. Every single Jedi, including your friend Obi-Wan Kenobi, will be an enemy of the Republic. So that's me doing the lines to Hayden. We did that several times. Still can't jump. And George came up and said, no, more sinister, more evil. So I just had to keep egging it. Egging the Emperor's accent up and up. And I also voiced the Abenido pilot in the Force Awakens video game called Kai Threnali, and he's Poe Dameron's buddy in The Last Jedi. He's the alien that Poe is hanging around with and hugging at the end of the movie. So yeah, I can't jump. It's because I think there's a ship in range or something. It's not letting me do any more jumps. So for that they said, because the Abenido Elo Asti was in Force Awakens, and he had an American gruff accent, so I had to be a gruff American Abenido. So it was like, hi, how are you? I'm Kai Threnali. That kind of thing. So yeah, if you ever played the Force Awakens video game, choose the character Kai Threnali. I think it's in some... I shouldn't have killed him, should I? Just instinct. Am I still an offender anyway? Oh well. So yeah, so that's the answers to that. I am at max speed. You can see top right bar is SP for speed. Okay, now we can jump. The ships are out of range. We're getting closer. There's some enemies though, so I'm going to duck down. Hope they don't notice me. Yep, Firefox, Rob, speed is full, and I'm jumping when I can, but it won't let you jump if there's a ship within range. Or a planet. Sorry, Mikey, I shouldn't have shot him, you're right. Stefan, thank you so much for the donation. You say you always throttle down when engaging enemies, also prevents being lured away from the space station. Yeah, I'm going to try and remember that, because actually someone else said about half speed is good. Galby. We did a few other videos where we went. They were pre-recorded ones, and I definitely found witch space then, to answer your question. And now I can jump again. Awesome. Okay, so we are getting close, guys. So maybe I was too close to the sun, maybe I was too close to the other ships. Yeah. I do enjoy these parts of the game when you don't really have to do anything and you just... nobody's shooting at you. You're just drifting through space. With, of course, my PCBs, my Perifractic chat buddies. James, thank you so much for the donation. You guys are being so kind. And I hope these videos are good at the moment, because a lot of us have got a bit more spare time on our hands. So I figured, why not venture into space and some other things? Just helps me, helps you guys. So yeah, thank you for all the donations. Even if you're not donating, just joining in, just being here, it's great to have friends in the chat. It can be kind of lonely, can't it, being housebound? So jumping into a Cobra Mark III and with a bunch of buddies in the chat, I think that is a great way to kill some time. So if this proves popular, you guys seem to like it, but we'll see, how the metrics are afterwards. But my plan is to maybe keep doing this 1, 2, 3 times a week for the foreseeable future. I get $1 every time I mention PCB Way. Oh, I just did. To answer the question, where is Ladyfractic? We answered that a few minutes ago. But yeah, she's getting on with a hobby of hers in the other room, so she's busy doing some sewing. And then I made a terrible joke. So far, so good. Do Starglider next. That's a great idea. I might put a poll out and see what everyone wants to see next. For now, though, the docking computer is on. 3D prints and retro gaming with Heath. He said, "You bet my dad would have loved this." That is very touching. Thank you. I'd like to think that he was always very proud of everything that all of us. I have 2 sisters as well. Everything we did, he was proud of. And he would have thought this was pretty cool, I think. Thank you. Fluffy says, and remember, PCB stands for Perifractic's Calming Broadcast. It's not calming when I keep getting shot at and then blasting into smithereens. It's not calming for me, anyway. Highlander, I tried running this on NTSC and couldn't get it to load. There's probably an NTSC version. I'm using my VIC2² PAL NTSC VIC switch to flick from NTSC to PAL on the same machine that I have here. So, alright, let's try the market prices here. So we have in our inventory, just to show you, 4 tons of liquor. And that's the other thing, when I was editing these, I would always forget between planets because it took me so blooming long to get between the planets. So yeah, we've got 4 tons of liquor. Just seeing how you guys think. Thank you for reminding me to save. I will do that in just a second. Market prices here, though, they will pay 29 for liquor, and I bought them. I did buy them for less than that. I thought bought them for, what was it? Below 29. So I'm just going to sell that cargo. 4 tons of it. Okay, there it is. We haven't made much. Yeah, we didn't make. I bought it for 25.60. You're right. And to Giggity, thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate that. And hello to Ireland, or at least to you in Ireland. I know probably not all of Ireland is watching. 25.60, yeah. So we made a little bit, but not much. So let's see if we can save the game. Actually, no, we'll get some fuel first. just because we can. And see what the market prices are. Just remind me here. So this is a poor industrial, so food should be cheap, but it's not. So I think what I'm doing wrong is, as Being at Liberty says, trade between poor, low-tech agricultural. And this is poor industrial. So actually poor industrial is a bad balance overall, isn't it? Peri for president. Stranger things have happened. Literally. Good point. I probably didn't need to buy that fuel. Did it charge me as much though? I thought it would be pro-rata to just what I needed. Maybe I'm wrong though. Okay. So let's look at these market prices, guys. Is there anything worth buying here? Yeah. Everything so far is more expensive. Luxuries are a little cheaper, actually. And computers are cheap. So they're not hugely cheap, but they're a little cheaper, those things. Fuel scooping's a waste of time. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, computers. Yeah, minerals are above average, computers and luxuries. So, let's just do it. So, when I'm buying computers here, let me know, who am I going to sell them to? Rich industrial or rich agricultural? That's where I get. That's where I need tips. For now, though. I can only do 1 ton of computers. Did I say machinery? $56, yeah, machinery. Can I afford that? Okay, that's a good balance. So let's see what you guys say here. Rich veggies, so rich agricultural, Elite Dangerous Club, thank you. Oh, poor veggie. So poor. So to sell computers, poor veggie. Poor agricultural, yeah? Alright. So they need computers because they're agricultural. But doesn't the fact they're poor mean they wouldn't pay much for them? So Storm Knight says rich agricultural. Being at Liberty says poor agricultural. Well, I'll look around. I will save now, though. Good old game 29 here. Can you believe I've saved 29 times since I started the series? Whew. Okay. Short range chart. There it is. So poor agricultural, rich agricultural. So you can see why I had trouble. Mainly industrial, no good. We tried this earlier. Rich agricultural. Poor will need them more, says Elite Dangerous. I did come from from planets that had good prices for computers. Can you remember what they were? So poor agricultural. We're just going to do that. Go with Elite Dangerous Club. There you go. Government is feudal. Anarchy, that's where we started out. But I have been told to trade between the same planets. So we are right now on Enola. Or is it Ebola? And we're going to go to Anarchy. So remember that, because if this works, we could keep hopping back and forth. I did save, yeah. Okay. Let's do it. Come with me, guys. Hyperspacing back to Anarchy, where we started this game. Take a photo of the prices. That's a great idea. I don't have my phone. Too distracting. I suppose I could find a Polaroid camera here somewhere. Anyway, for now, we'll just go with this. So speeding up all the way, you can see the level on the top right bar, and then jumping as much as we can. Just flew straight into some baddies, so I'll try and get out of their way. We are still an offender, after all. Okay, let's try this. No. So, ramp down the speed is the advice I've had. Otherwise I'm chasing my tail. I do feel like they are deliberately trying to stay behind me. Because I'm trying to turn around. There we go. See, now they're... Boy, this is not good. See, this is what happens when you go to a planet that's feudal. Were you shooting at me? No, you seem good. Okay, for now, I outmaneuvered them. See, I said for now. Ugh. Buy an escape pod. Yeah, but then I lose my docking computer, right? If I eject. Shield is gone, yeah. No. Get out from behind me, dude! Why are you so obsessed with me? Come on. Come on, quick shot, don't let me down now. Keep maneuvering. Oh, the whole ship comes back as is if you escape pod? I'm out of energy bombs. Okay, I think I'm being left alone for a minute here. To those who say the key mapping is terrible, I have the original key map chart on the... Whoop. Freeze the game. I have the key map chart on the Commodore 64 keyboard, so that actually helps quite a bit. So yeah. Now, pause the game because I was getting bombarded with alien missiles again. And okay. I'm not playing the hacked version. We decided it would be fairer and more of a real experience. And slightly frustrating. So you're shooting at me, but you're not red on the radar. That's what's weird as well. Just when I got my lasers on him. Ah. Well, luckily we saved. Good old game 29, right? Oh boy. So do I have everything that I bought? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to try it once more because it seems like the ships don't necessarily come back in the same way. So blast off. Head to Anarchy, and we'll just try that once more at least, or at most. Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of this offender status. I'm trying to shake it. It was that or lose the docking computer, and I didn't really want to lose that, so... Okay. Got one jump in, and then a ship appeared. So let's speed up. Suppose if there's a bounty on my head, I'm kind of screwed, right? I don't have an escape pod either. the notes, James. Let's bring the speed down a bit. Let's try a missile. T for target. So I've got 2, 3, 4. No. Incoming missile. Now I'm screwed, aren't I? Just all I can do is evade. Evasive maneuvers. Not a big fan of an Q anymore. Yeah, the missile got me. So this one's flashing up ahead. It's because I was locked on. My missile was locked on. Rob, why'd you keep saying no? What was Rob saying no to? No, that's an asteroid. Which one was an asteroid, Rob? And yeah, I need to buy the escape pod. That way I can shake my offender status and could also get out of situations like that if I had no energy left or anything. I was targeting the asteroid. I got it. Okay. Was I? Why isn't this game higher resolution? Different planet democracy is only safe bet with offender. The red are asteroids. So I thought the red were enemies. No? I'm sure people said in the comments of the last video the enemies are red. Okay, top tip coming in from Elite Dangerous Club, and let me reload that one particular game. So, good old game 29 coming up. If ships are off to one side, face them and take them out. That's what I struggle with, is getting, because obviously left and right turns the ship, my ship. It doesn't tilt the axis. It's getting them to get in front of me. Can we sell the laser and remount it to the rear? That's a really good question, being at Liberty. Yeah, we'll see about that. I can sell cargo. No, but I don't want to sell cargo. But no, it doesn't seem like you can do that. Only if I buy a laser will it remove the one that I've got. Technological, I read the manual several times, but it doesn't cover a few things. Yeah, keep the laser on the front, okay. Don't trust all comments, what are you talking about? Okay, so let's just find a democracy, because that way we can have a little more luck. I have to reload because the joystick did its thing. There you go. So democracy. Searching for a democracy. Data on system. Rich agricultural. Let's try that theory that rich agricultural would need computers because they can't grow any. Okay. Hyperspacing to SOCELAGE. SOCELAGE. We were there before, right? That isn't where I bought the... Can't be where I bought the computers. No, because I was on that planet just now. Okay. Gets confusing after a while. After 29 saves. Okay. Jump, 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 jump. That was good. Already making progress. So red is straight ahead of me. And you're saying that's an asteroid? That was an asteroid? I'm not sure about that. Rear laser really helps, yeah. That's an ambition. Computers don't grow on trees. Computers are 90 here, thank you. I'm trying to jump. No, that wasn't an asteroid. So I think red are enemies, I think. What was machinery here? Did anyone happen to take note? That little beep is when I try to jump and it won't let me jump. Okay. Don't let him get behind you, that's what I was told. Yeah, that's a good tip. Of course, I've got to drop the speed down. Suckers keep coming off my quick shot. You can tell when I'm really trying to kill something. Can I lock a missile? Nope. No, no, no. Oh boy. This is a stock C64. Doesn't seem that fast to me, honestly. Missile took out my rear shields. Right, you. Don't fly into me, because I've got front shields too. So I get lost, yeah, because he killed him. Oh, I killed him by flying into him. Okay. That's one way to do it, I suppose. If you have some shields. Let's just try and get to this planet. Try and get to safety. What was that? What are you doing? Oh my goodness. Well. What have we achieved so far? Don't say nothing. Can I load game 29? Can't run without shields, yeah. As I've learned. Now I can't shake the offender status because I'll lose my docking computer and fuel scoops. No, you said they come back, but only if I use a escape pod, and I can't afford an escape pod. That's what we're trying to. That's what we're trying to get to. No rage quit. Yeah. So what have we achieved? We did a bit of trading, sold some food. That one planet was meant to be a little friendlier, and it was a tiny bit friendlier. I'm going to give that planet one more go. Thank you. Thank you for saying I was docking well. We all learned how to save. Yeah. So. But computers were... Gosh darn it. This joystick thing happened again. I can't get back to the save game point where I can reload the game to fix the joystick until I'm docked. So we're just going to flip a... I won't say the full American term. Flip a something. Google it on Yahoo. Ben, you actually missed. We did some fuel scooping earlier in this game. Elite Dangerous Club says don't bother with the escape pod. Have I got enough disk space for all the saves? I think so. It's a stock C64, but I do have the SD to IEC plugged in. Okay, gotta remember to press fire. That's what I was doing. So Rich Rich agricultural. Thanks to you guys in the chat, we learned as I was flying towards it, they paid 90 for computers. And I bought these computers for a little less, right? 72. So, let's continue that mission. We've got to get to this planet, at least. Press K to toggle between keyboard and joystick. Where were you a week ago? Thank you so much. Thank you, Jens. Is it Jens or Jens? Okay. Hyperspacing 2. SOCELAGE. Thank you, James. Computers bought at 72. Okay. Where's the planet? Here it comes. Yes, we are close. So he is red. I'm going to try targeting him. Look at that sunset, by the way. Do I have no missiles? So, are we saying that's an asteroid? Yeah, that is an asteroid, right? Press K when the game's frozen to switch. Thank you. Don't fire before you get the target in sight. I've learned that actually, you might have noticed just now, because it warms up the lasers. Okay, full speed, coming up, being at liberty, thank you. That was an asteroid. You're right, Johan. Let's talk with the asteroid. It looks just a little bit like the space station, huh? We are so close to the station, you're right. So we're coming up on 2 hours in 15 minutes from now. And I sound like a DJ, radio DJ. And we are 15 minutes before the hour. So I think we'll get to this planet, do a quick trade, and then probably wrap it up for this one. Part of the reason for that is I mentioned that I'm doing a extreme refurb video. It's another one that I'm doing in conjunction with Pete, aka Drygol. So anyone that loved that Atari 800 XL refurb, it's along those lines, perhaps even better. So I want to get back to editing that, so I have a video to put out Saturday. So we'll probably wrap this up if we get to this planet. I should shoot the asteroids, right, but not missiles, because I'll get some credits, at least. And press U to untarget the missile, yeah. Where is the space station? Why is it not in range? Once you find a milk run... Oh, I thought you literally meant milk. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do, actually, Storm Knight. Let's find 2 perfect planets. I really should take notes, but it's just to not make an excuse, but it's a little tricky to live stream and take notes and play the games and destroy the guys. So that's why you guys are here in the chat and you're being so helpful, giving me tips on what we bought things for, what the prices were at certain planets. So why is where is the space station on this planet? What is going on? Because I should have a big S on the screen. Altitude, thank you. The second I noticed. The other thing is we have a slight delay on the chat. So by the time I've got an answer, it might be too late. And you were right. My altitude, I didn't look at my altitude. But the good news is we know what we're doing now. do I know what I'm doing? So press K to toggle. Can't press K while I'm in the computer to get back to keyboard mode. It wouldn't let me use the joystick. So let's just head real quick back here. I was in range of the station twice. I've just stopped reading the chat then, haven't I? Levy, that's cool. Your dad used to play. You used to watch or join in. It's weird, isn't it? So sometimes you jump and don't let them get behind you when you get shot at, and sometimes it's peaceful. You guys. Okay, got one of them. Hey. Was he the one? I feel like I had more than one on me. It's unfair, wasn't it? Top tip coming in. Ah. So close. Missile. Top tip was kill them all. Thank you. Highlander, yep, this is a stock. This is a stock machine, but it is converted to PAL. Oh boy. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to get to that planet, I promise you. Yes, so I converted it using the VIC-2 squared, which is the VIC PAL NTSC switcher. And I'm using a Sony monitor, an old Sony CRT that's PAL NTSC compliant. Press fire, short range chart, I'm going to go to sausage lace. Okay. Yanis, thank you so much for the donation. Make an 8-hour long tune loop. I have it. It's on my Spotify playlist. So go to perifractic.com/music and stream the album Instrumental, and that will give you, it's I think 50 tracks, 48 tracks, and it'll just, you can just loop it if you want. That's the best way to do that. Let me know if that doesn't work for you. Okay. So these are the same kind of guys. Yeah. Kill them all was the advice. I wish it was as easy to say as it is to do. So can I hyperspace right now? Is that what you're saying? I can hyperspace to a different planet and then back? Let me try this. Oh, because I don't have fuel, so I can't hyperspace. That's why I never did that. Come on, where are you? There he is. Is that him? Is that an asteroid? An asteroid. So the asteroids are red on the chart. You were right. That was a crate. Oh, the ship? Combat kill them the only way out. So that was the tip Elite Dangerous Club gave as well. Kill them all. Let's take the speed down a bit. always seem to be just behind me, huh? Come on, I got you. Fair and square. Yes. Love this game. Fly through the planet core? I don't think I can do that in this game. Maybe on the Elite Frontier we can land on the planet. Did I take him out? I killed him by flying into him, but that works. Hey Rick, good to see you, sir. Don't worry that you missed a bit of this, you can always watch later. Or not at all. Okay. It's great to actually see patrons and YouTube channel members together here. Cut your speed a bit more. Okay, good tip. Thanks, Storm Knight. Yeah, it's the only time that patrons and YouTube channel members get to chat in the same chat room. I don't have many YouTube members, but maybe like 15. So it's nice to bring you guys all together. Thank you for supporting the channel and letting us keep doing what we do here. So we're wrapping up when we land at this space station. This time I'm not going to miss the space station. Somehow I missed it last time. Commander Peri back in space. That's right, Emmanuel. Mike, we might do another Ladyfractic plays with either Impossible Mission or something else. So probably a couple of days from now, so Friday. If I jumped when I wasn't facing the planet, I'd be jumping away from the planet, I believe. So that wouldn't be good. Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on the altitude now. We'll just go wait for the big S to appear in the bottom corner of the screen. That will tell us when the space station is near and when we can start to find it on the radar. Super cool that we've had about 300 people watching live consistently through this, through 2 hours. There's a space station, thank you. Now. So we do have to fly around the planet because it is behind the planet. That's where I went wrong before, you're right. Yeah, oh, there it is. Hit your docking computer. Yeah, you know, Storm Knight, firstly, thank you for that super generous donation. I'm going to hit docking computer now, as you said. This music never gets old. But I did try hitting it earlier in the pre-recorded games when I wasn't near the planet, and then people just kept firing on me, and I didn't realise that's why I died. I was enjoying the music so much. So good advice, but better to just make sure there's no enemies in range first. Hello, Hira Singh. Namaste. One of my YouTube channel members. Good to see you here as well. Being at Liberty, thank you. My combat is improving. I mean, I killed, what, one ship? Flew into the other one. But it genuinely, when you keep playing this game, it does get easier and better. You kind of pick up the hotkeys and you're like, H, hyperspace, F1, blast off. It's kind of cool in that sense. 6,400 kills needed to get to Elite. I can't do status mode right now, I was going to take a look. Yeah, Ian, the time kind of flies by, doesn't it, with the live streams? The ironic thing is it takes me about 4 days to produce an edited video that is 15 minutes long and 2 hours to produce a 2-hour video. Go figure. Yeah, this is the music from 2001. The Blue Danube Waltz by Brahms, right? No Thargoids on this actual mission, luckily. So let's flip it round and let the docking computer do the rest. Ooh, close. Yeah, Rob, I'll probably do that next time. Thank you. By the way, would you guys rather see me play more Elite, this exact version, this game, this save game, or would you rather see Elite 2 Frontier on the Amiga next if I do another live stream? Let me know. In the meantime, we have computers and machinery, and they pay 89 for computers. That's above average, and more than we bought them for, I'm pretty sure. And machinery, they pay 60, which is above average. So let's put the theory to the test. Sell these. Okay, we have 176 credits. We had 136, I think, before we started this run. So let's see what you guys are saying real quick in the chat about the Strauss, not Brahms. Thank you. You're saying play this version, this one, Elite 2, Amiga, Elite 2. I can't play the BBC version. I don't really want to do the emulator when I have a real C64, although I know the BBC version is better. Multiplayer Doom. Oh, that's tempting. Okay, so pretty balanced. Play this one and then play Elite 2 Frontier on the Amiga, and maybe some other games in between. So we'll definitely try that. And some head-to-head with Ladyfractic as well. A little trickier just getting the setup and getting to webcam views and all that stuff, but definitely something to think about. Maybe we'll just sit really close to each other. And maybe chess as well. I have got another chess video coming. I'm thinking about whether to do it live. So we'll see. I'm tempted to just keep playing. I do love just buying stuff. But we have proven the point that data on system, that a rich agricultural will pay fairly good money for computers, and a poor industrial will sell them cheap. So poor industrial to rich agricultural seems to be a good way to go. Elite Dangerous, you could sit on my lap, yeah. Okay, I think you guys save. Thank you. Save. I think I'm going to wrap it up. So let's save a very nice round number. Sykes 30. We'll save that game there. Just because it looks nice, I'm going to pop into space to say goodbye. I'm looking at all your recommendations for the next game, and I'll probably put a poll out as well. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up now. We're at the 2 hours 3 minutes mark, and you guys have been so great helping me with the trading and the combat tips. And yeah, I'm going to think about what to play next. So I'll say bye-bye. You guys are saying bye-bye. Let me give you the official Elite salute here in the chat. There it is. And as always, I'll just say thanks for watching. Subscribe below. And cheerio.
Well done. You have succeeded in your mission. Escape while you can. Ha 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 ha.